So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Okay, he just continued showing he can run anywhere and anytime he wants, including to nearly a third MVP award. I love the 4,000-yard passing season. And sure, 45 total touchdowns now it's just getting back to that elusive Super Bowl for the Ravens.
All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. Bails out of the pocket quick. This is cut by Isaiah Likely. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. We've set it down from 37. First down. Here's Lamar. Flushed out of the pocket. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. Get some space around midfield. He gets loose down the right side. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 6-0 lead right away. Derrick Henry, the touchdown.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
That is Tyler Luke, now on for the extra point. Oh, look at this, they're faking it! A questionable call leads to disaster. This one's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Watson. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. On the return, here's Nico Mejio. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here are the Chiefs out on offense for their first drive. And leading them as he always does, the quarterback seeking his 4th consecutive Super Bowl appearance and a 4th Super Bowl title. It's Patrick Mahomes.
The biggest mistake he can make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace while the opposition just set. Even if it's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise and the patience here to run the opening script they've planned for all week long. Play your game and not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early.
Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
2nd and 10, still at the 28. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Now this opening drive not going anywhere yet. Already 3rd and 10. They'll throw 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. And, partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right. And I know it's very, very early, obviously, the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
They're going for it with Mahomes. They don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. The Ravens offense returning to the field for their 2nd possession. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with a home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them. By turning them against their own team, they're quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, you start to murmur, and you might even hear a few birds. This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Kate, as soon as this quarterback broke containment, I know your eyes and my eyes went the same place. Can you find a big play down the field? Unfortunately, there was not one to be had.
Jackson now on third. He rolls to his right. This one's to Andrews out right. And that's a solid stop there to limit the damage. Gave up some, but it's still fourth down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
They come through with 6, and they're rewarded for going for it on fourth down. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Jackson off the play action. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. And the Chiefs get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are.
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens are going to be set up and goal to go after a great return down inside the 10. The moment you see them look to pass from this close to their own goal line, Brock, it is that defense's goal to hurry him and force a mistake just like that.
Yeah, those guys, they're so sneaky on the back end, Kate. They know the clock is being sped up.
Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Leo Chanel makes the play.
Hey, Kate, you know as a quarterback, every decision you make has got consequence. Some good, some bad. But that one right there, throwing into double coverage, making that decision to force the issue into double coverage in the end zone, that's a consequence that pays dearly.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. He's looking deep once again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I say to you all the time, Kate, to get a quarterback in a rhythm, completions, completions, completions. Well, this is the opposite of rhythm. There is none because we have not had a completion yet.
This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect, Brock. It's 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. 3rd down, it's Mahomes. Oh, put some heat on this deep, big game downfield. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. Mahomes on 1st and 10. Headed out right. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 26. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard
Play
line.
action, Mahomes. Buying some time right. He's got it near the 8. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. Without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
So the incompletion on first. Here is second and goal. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes bails out of the pocket quick. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on fourth, you've got one more shot.
And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
They go play action. It's Mahomes. Flushed out of the pocket. And this is cut in the end zone, so they got aggressive, and boy, did it work. They now lead 8-6.
You know, we tend to say this all the time, and I'll say it yet again, Kate. Big targets in the red zone are an enormous advantage. Not many guys can match up and defend someone like him, and no surprise, they went right to him for the conversion.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Here's Wester on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And this drive, Brock, hopefully longer than that last one. They were only out there one play before they were picked off.
They're kind of a good chance right now to see how risk-averse these guys are offensively. A lot of game left. They could give the passing game a little breather and start this one on the ground.
First and 10. Here's Jackson. Look at that power, deep left side. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Chiefs get the football back on their own 47-yard line.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. He's just caught downfield by Rice. Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs parlay the interception into points. Andy Reid sending in that call quick. They are going for 2.
The Chiefs will set up for the two-point conversion.
Off play action, it's Mahomes. And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead.
You spend all week on two-point plays, trying to get to your best options, but ultimately sometimes the execution of that pass, it doesn't work.
Butker on now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy midfield to start this drive. Well, Brock, this game, like all of our games this week, one piece of our John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend. The way that the NFL and all of us here at EA Sports honor a legendary figure in the history of this game on a holiday he held dear. So for Brock, myself, everybody on our great EA Sports crew, hope you had an excellent. He's got it inside the 25. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw. When you throw it that deep outside the numbers, it requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Here's Henry on the option. That played good for, looks like about 6. Second down upcoming. through one on Monday Night Primetime. 14-6 is our score. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Welcome back. Second quarter about to start. Ravens with a chance for at least 3, maybe 6. Vacates quickly left side. And before he can get rid of it, he runs out of bounds. Could have just tossed it incomplete, Brock, but instead takes the sack and a big loss.
I'll admit it, as a former QB, probably the last one to always cast blame on the QB, but that's a situation where you just got to get rid of the ball. I will give a little blame. You've got to throw it away and just take an incompletion.
And down he goes. The Chiefs got to him. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there's none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Fourth and forever coming up. Play action. Here's Jackson. Going deep here for the end zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Fred McDuffie in to pick it off.
This is one of the toughest tests yet of this game for the defense so far, Kate. But boy, not only did they hold up, but they turned some momentum with that interception in the end zone.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake. He's going to push one deep down. It connects on the deep shot. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive choke. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. Oh, it drops a cut to the right sideline. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 31.
1st down. Yellow. 1st and 10.
1st and 10. It's Mahomes. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
Incomplete. Kyle Hamilton was there defensively.
They're going play action. He rolls to his right. You know, it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line.
Yellow.
3rd and long for him here. Kelsey's got it right side. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Chiefs 1st down.
City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Bails out of the pocket quick. And oh, he got it! Interception! Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line. more offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front block. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay.
Pressure coming, and they take him down. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Headed out right. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Well, best of luck here. It's 4th and a considerable distance. They're going for this. And they pick him off again. Joshua Williams has it. And the Chiefs take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game.
It's a turnover.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Buying some time right. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, you need more interceptions.
And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal. From the red zone on 1st. Flushed out of the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that side.
Took his shot at 6 that time. And now it'll be 3rd and goal. So as they're trying to throw for this, Brock, they've actually been thrown off here by a couple of great plays defensively.
Yeah, offensively, that can't happen. Defensively, kudos. Offensively, touchdown, check down, throwaway. That's it. Sack cannot be a part of the equation.
And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. And that forces them to 4th and goal.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
All right, here we go. They nearly gave it away on the pick, but the offense still out there. They're looking for 6. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And the defender comes away with it. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens get it as he makes his 3rd interception in this game.
It's a turnover on downs.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. They get it right back. That's intercepted. And the Chiefs have it again after yet another interception.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs grow their lead just before halftime. Travis Kelce, the touchdown.
Quarterback, receiver, yeah, they'll get the credit. Those numbers and those stats, they're theirs. But that play happens, Kate, because the big guys up front give them enough time to make it happen. From one side of the field to the other, bingo.
Andy Reid sending in that call quick. They are going for 2.
The Chiefs will set up for the two-point conversion.
Mahomes throwing for 2. And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead. Going for it. again, and once again, they don't have the right call to make it in for two, so their struggles continue.
Yeah, they've kept them on the field without hesitation all game long. This offense knows what they're doing. Problem is the defense knows even more.
Here's Western on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Ravens trotting out their offense. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. On the move, headed right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. On the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Rolling out to his left. He tucks it and takes off. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
First down, here's Lamar. Escapes the pocket. Rolling, and takes a deep shot down the middle. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Lamar now from the gun. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Brett McDuffie in to pick it off. And the Chiefs get it as he makes his 3rd interception in this game.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He was an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Incomplete. Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
Throwing now off the play action. Finds him on the crossing route. Has room into the secondary. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs get more points to end a lopsided first half. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his 4th first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a second half to match this one. Mahomes leads his troops to the line, going for 2.
The Chiefs will set up for the...
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he's got it. They get the conversion, and that's going to extend their lead.
It's the score. Chiefs 28, Ravens 6.
Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen. The call came in before the teams even hit the locker rooms. We're skipping halftime. We're starting the 3rd quarter right away. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Mejio with the return. And he's brought down just beyond their 25-yard line. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes.
26-yard line.
And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Connects on the crosser. Here he goes again. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs grow the lead coming out of halftime. 3 touchdown catches in one game is rare air, Brock. Safe to say most guys who retire can name every time they did that here in the NFL.
Yeah, I hope he remembers it, but also remember this. Receivers, they're a dependent position. They're dependent on the guys doing their job up front. They're dependent on the quarterback putting on the spot. And usually, when you reach a milestone like this, you'd love to share it with everybody else. And my guess, especially if they could find a way to win this one, is this receiver will celebrate it with all of his guys.
The Chiefs and Mahomes setting up for 2.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point.
The play fake, he'll throw, and he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead. Well, they don't get it, but just the choice to go for it there, Brock. As I'm looking to my right, seeing a partner kind of fuming, a little steam coming out of the head. I'm sure you and many others maybe aren't a fan of that call.
I don't feel like I'm that old. I really don't.
You don't look like it.
Well, thank you. But yeah, this still just gets me, and I know many others every single time.
Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the 3rd. Sending a tight end in motion left. On 1st down, Jackson. He rolls to his right. Rolling and takes a deep shot down the middle. He's got it deep downfield. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
You know, Ken, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. Forced out to his right. Sends this to the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
He's going to try another deep one here. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Jalen Watson. And the Chiefs capitalize on yet another interception thrown in this game.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it, that's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Bails out of the pocket quick. That's complete inside the 35. And he is down to the 30-yard line. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
Well, that's sure one way to take the lid off a defense. Great work to find the biggest hole in the coverage. More importantly, go exploit it.
1st and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30.
Yellow! What's that?
Pistol now for Mahomes. Taking a chance to the end zone. And he hauls that one in. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. Second scoring. To the That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. Mahomes leads his troops to the line, going for 2. Now he'll throw off the play fake. And that's caught. Great call, even if the points weren't needed. The lead swells by another 2. I think we were all expecting to see the kicker there, but up big, they're still adding on with a 2-point conversion.
I think most of us, certainly the purists, would love to see the kicker there. Don't run up the score. But look, in the end, it's also on the other side, too. Stop them from scoring. Don't even let them put the 2-point conversion out. Keep them out of the end zone. Got a little responsibility to have some pride on that side as well.
Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. We see the Ravens making their way out now. And a nice drive last time out, Brock, squandered by that interception. So I think they take a repeat of everything except that final play. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
Jackson now on 3rd. Flushed out of the pocket. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
3 straight passes have hit the ground, but here we go. They're going for it on 4th. They go play fake with Jackson. Bails out of the pocket quick. They'll try a deep shot down the left side. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Jalen Watson.
Jackson's pass intercepted. Turnover on downs.
1st and 10 now from the 46. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Going deep here for the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Yellow.
They go play action. It's Mahomes. Caught. Nice game left side. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. That one hits for 30. And that's a Chiefs 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Yellow.
From the red zone now. And he can't hang on. Touchdown in his arms. But it slips through. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
Off play action. It's Mahomes. Headed out right. Near the goal line. And he might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turning.
And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Chiefs parlay the interception into points. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You know, that's a call I'll see in the college game, but it's pretty dead and gone in the NFL, and for good reason. Even when you catch him off guard, the chances for success are extremely low. Can't do it.
Now, no real answers for that one. I can't imagine you would do that intentionally for any reason. Can you? Yeah, no, but some excellent field position awarded for that kick out of bounds. So first down from the 41. Jackson throwing here. He's trying to go deep again. And they pick him off again. And the Chiefs have it again after yet another interception.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
The Chiefs and Rashee Rice readying for a new series on offense. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face second down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
A gain of 15 there. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
First down.
Play action, Mahomes. And they pick him off again. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens take over once again after forcing his fourth interception of the night. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. They send the tight end in motion left. Lamar off to play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Nick Bolton has it. And the Chiefs have it again after yet another interception.
This is one of those moments, Kate, as a quarterback, when you're jogging off the field, I'm not even going to look at my defense. They gave me the ball, and all I did was give it right back to that other offense.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. On him quick, and they bring it down. Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is second down at 18. Buying some time right. Now he's going deep across the field. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
He's loaded another one up. They connect on the deep shot. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. Third and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first.
If only every completion could get that kind of result. That's good enough to knock a defense flat on its back.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. First down throw, Mahomes. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this third quarter. All right, we reach the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Second and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion.
Yellow. Right side.
A give right side. Here's Pacheco. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be third down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Yellow. Right side.
Throw here, third down. Ball is out. Mahomes get a game decided. No one else you'd rather have scooping up that loose football. Somebody who could do some damage with it on a return.
Yeah, some poor fortune right there offensively. There was nobody there to, number one, make the recovery, or number two, make a solid tackle on that speedster. Once he got the return going, that fumble was headed all the way home.
Lamar and the Ravens all set for this two-point try.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point.
Back to work they go after the interception. Rolling left, buying some time. And this is cut for two. Not going to do much against that deficit, but hey, at least a positive add-on to that touchdown.
Ravens 14. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Mejia with the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Chiefs and Rashee Rice ready for a new series on offense. And they don't need anything out of this drive right now, Brock. That lead's already been built as we look to the scoreboard, but like architects, they might want to see just how high they can take it.
I mean, we're going to know here in just a second on how they attack these opening plays. Do they opt to take it easy, play conservative, or just keep stuck?
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
Second and 18 at the 18-yard line.
Yellow. Right.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Eye on these two. Right.
Here he goes, third and long. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game.
They'll take over first and 10.